Accessing archives. Login accepted. Holographic imaging activated. Engaged.
Welcome to Trail Zen Mountain Biking, where you will not find corporate sponsors, corny scripted productions, or crying. I'm your host, Budget Prime. This channel is dedicated to the pursuit of fun on mountain bikes, while disconnecting from the matrix and jacking into nature at full send. Welcome to a sort of bikepacking trip near Williamsport, Maryland. Join us as our two adventurous friends, who are incapable of formulating a solid plan, embark on a cold and wet journey, a journey filled with symbolism, or maybe just coincidence. The first coincidence occurred during the drive to their chosen route. While some may see this fire as a bad omen.
You ready to get the out of here? So we can scratch this off of our bucket list of stupid shit to do.
Others associate fire with the ability to see, both through the physical light that illumines the things around us and the spiritual light of consciousness that removes the darkness of ignorance. Our duo simply saw a sign of things to come. Fire was their only priority during this trip. Fire makes wet people dry. Fire makes cold people warm. That was their only concern on this trip.
Alright, so I just got back from this trip a little while ago, showered up, cleaned up, still thawing. It was a really chilly trip, wet and cold. This trip did not go as planned at all, like not at all. Originally, we were going to insert into Taylor's Landing, ride 20 miles to Jordan Junction. Seemed simple enough, and then about 2.5 weeks ago when we made the plans, we started looking at the weather and it just kept looking worse and worse. So then it kind of turned into a logistics thing. We knew we needed wood. It was going to be cold, it was going to be wet, so we wanted fire. And the logistics of getting dry wood there kind of took over from there. So then the plan turned into going to Williamsport, transporting the firewood to the Jordan Junction campsite, then circling back to Taylor's Landing, 20 miles away, and making that ride. Then the day before, it was absolutely certain that it was going to rain, and 20 miles in the rain, hauling all that gear, just seemed like a complete miserable time. So then we were like, alright, well, let's do Taylor's Landing to Cumberland Valley. Seemed simple enough. So we left a little bit later than we were anticipating. The plan at that point was to take the firewood and get it to Cumberland Valley campsite. Then circle back 10 to 15 miles back to Taylor's Landing to be able to do that ride instead of the 20 miles. We got to the accessible area of Cumberland Valley's campground. It was all private property, private community. We couldn't get into it at all. So then at that point, we were kind of screwed. And what we did is basically headed to Williamsport like the original plan. And then on the way there, we started talking and kind of decided not only will we take the wood there, but we'll go ahead and set up the camp. And then we can just go ride the 10 miles that we wanted to do anyway. Then we got to the campsite, started setting things up. The tarps did not want to cooperate. We didn't have enough trees. It was not ideal conditions. So by the time we got the campsite set up and got the wood back, we were just like, we're just going to turn this into a camping trip. This basically wasn't a bikepacking trip at all. It was literally just camping with bikes involved for the most part. It is what it is. We both had a good time, even though it was cold, rainy, and a miserable day. You know, it's all in your mindset. You're either going to have a good time regardless of what life throws at you, or you're just going to be a miserable sack of shit. The choice is yours. We chose to just have a good time and roll with the punches. It sounded absurd 2 days ago when I thought of it. Milk crate wood hauler. It's actually working pretty good. It's steady enough. I'm riding one-handed right now. And I'm not dying. And as you can see, I'm fully loaded as well. Maybe, I don't know. I can't see my camera.
Well, if we're going on a picnic and it's our...
I know, seriously. But we picked, like, you picked the worst time ever. Always the worst time to ever go on a bike trip.
I haven't got time to go on a bike ride, and I think it'll be now.
I'm blaming Andrew for this. So I send Andrew on a simple mission to get a little bit of wood for this trip. And this. We've already taken 2 loads back to the car. But this is what he came back with. I think he's got some issues, man. Seriously. I think he's starting fires at night in the city or something. So this is roughly half the wood. You guys let me know if this is way too much wood for a bikepacking trip for one night in the woods. I think he's lost his mind. Andrew's solution, don't bring a rational amount of wood, just build a bigger fire pit.
Bring all the wood.
And somehow we're supposed to transport all this shit.
Somehow.
With all that shit.
Some way.
We're gonna have to pull some magic out of our ass. Okay, this trip is a little bit different. Tarps suck. We tried over there. That was a lost cause. Best we could figure out was to put this here, get this up higher, and then we'll have a nice little shelter. Campfire ring here, tents there, and then be able to eat our food. We've got some milk crates on the way. Like I said, this trip is a little bit different than the others. We're actually gonna start heading back to the car, which is about 2 miles away, to get firewood and some milk crates. And of course, Andrew is just always wandering through the woods. Who knows what the hell he's doing? I have no idea. Only God knows. I don't even think he does. Okay, so apparently he's been kicking up dirt. What you doing here, man?
Yeah. Creating a palace.
He just can't ever be content in the woods. He's got to change something.
Do you feel better now? You got dirt everywhere?
Huh?
You got dirt everywhere? You feel better?
I feel like there's a definitive path.
To a drop-off.
To the river.
Welcome to what?
Poo Poo Plaza?
This is Poo Poo Plaza.
Yes, sir.
You just poop right down the hill.
Yep.
And use that poison ivy there as your teepee.
Which one?
That one. Yeah, don't use that one.
Don't use that one. I also got, in case someone tries to invade us, you get the wireless hole puncher. It's like perfect.
This was supposed to be the Jurassic ride. We got the old Trek here and the old Rally Route 66 over here. But it's turned into, let's see how much rain gear we can play with and not have work the correct way before we go absolutely crazy. What do you think of camping in the rain?
Rain taught me you need more paracord.
Yeah, so you either need a ton of trees or like hundreds of yards of paracord to be able to suspend stuff. I don't know, maybe somebody else is better at it, but clearly we are not. But we're just making do.
The second coincidence occurred while the duo made their first wood run. They spotted a large owl along the path. Seeing an owl could mean good luck and prosperity are in store. Fat chance for this duo, however. It can also be a sign to listen to and follow your intuition and inner wisdom when making decisions. Then again, probably just another coincidence. This owl later paid a visit to our duo after they got their fire roaring. They simply interpreted the encounter as cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Jurassic trip has turned into
A Jurassic nightmare.
rainforest trip. We're just waiting for the monsoon to hit because it's going to get even nastier than this, which is why we came to the site first, and then we'll go ride later. 4 o'clock. Okay. All right. We had to go back. We got this up higher. So now we got a nice little homeless shelter.
With a homeless person inside.
And some milk crates. I may start incorporating milk crates into the rack system.
Universal.
They work great as a step ladder.
It's great for storage.
A table. Goes great with the chair too.
It's a great chair.
So we may start incorporating that into the rack, and then
we get pissed off each other, we get thrown at each other.
yeah, that's true. Do the milk crate challenge out here in the middle of the woods. So that way, when we break our arms or legs, we're hours away from medical attention.
You know, like put your body like, and I'll just carry you on the bike.
The real solution would be for him to stop picking days that, you know, where he's trying to actively kill me. But that's a whole nother story. We got our glamping lights set up. We got our makeshift table, chairs. That wood that we transported earlier is going to go here into a nice little bonfire type apparatus. Andrew is he just cannot stop himself at all. I mean, he is just absurd out here in the woods. But you found a what? What the hell's wrong with you? So yeah, we're gonna start making dinner here soon once he stops playing in the woods. All right, so no more freeze-dried shit. What are we doing, Chef Boyard Drew?
What you call me, Drew? So what we have here is our finest
rice,
sticky rice. Yes, sir.
And we got some filet mignon over here.
I might be able to show you.
Maybe.
Hopefully it's stalled out enough.
It should be thawed out.
We gotta get it out of the packaging.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not a big deal.
But it's squishy, so we're good.
We're good. So filet mignon, and jasmine rice.
That's right, sir.
What'd you just do, Andrew?
I sent my first 4K video.
He popped his 4K cherry. I'm so proud of him.
It was great.
Rice is done. Steak is on the way. Chef Boyardee.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm out in the woods and I've got Andrew's meat in my mouth. And it actually tastes pretty good.
And he likes it.
We need to add the rice later, but
You can scoop
on-
half of that now.
we're on steak number 2. We're still figuring out the procedure here with the. We probably should have used that one over there, but we had this one, and we're just. What are we doing?
We're working with what we got.
Yep, we're just working with what we got. Okay, now it's official. The only thing now we need is chopsticks.
I got some.
Jackass. Oh, yeah, those not chopsticks. That's like chopsticks with training wheels. And of course, it actually stopped raining long enough for us to enjoy our dinner. So we're gonna have to devise something else or some other method, or just master this one in general. But I'm done eating, and he's just now starting. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
I'm getting the fire started here. You see a torch for this other side, which Andrew is searching for. But it started pouring down rain again. It's not terrible under the canopy, but it's definitely raining again. Pretty good. Okay, the torch did its job. Got a nice bonfire going here. Despite the rain, we're going. We're going pretty good now. Woohoo! I'm sure you can hear and see the rain occasionally. It's getting ridiculous. One thing I can do well in the woods is start a fire. We have fire!
Fire!
Andrew is happy. That is a fantastic looking fire. I think I got water all over my lens. Yeah, it is currently pouring down rain.
I think I'm gonna put loose my top one.
I would. It's over there in the pile. It's over there in the pile. Somewhere. But yeah, it's raining pretty hard now. You can see the rain in the camera, and I'm sure you can hear it in the background. But this has been a very, very wet trip, man. So, we got plenty of wood left. Dry wood. We're good. It's nice and warm. Very toasty. Very excited about the fire. Maybe not as excited as Andrew, but I'm pretty excited. We got our flex pants on. We got the fire. We got the glamping lights. And these poor souls over here, they ain't got shit.
We got a wet tent.
Still pouring down rain. Still got fire. We're just waiting for the center to collapse. Then we can really get the bonfire going. Timber!
Even though their ride plans were a complete failure, they were able to create and sustain the fire they prioritized. They were able to dry their clothes and stay warm. Sure, they could have prioritized a longer ride and remained wet and cold, but that's just stupid. Sometimes it's better to just live in the moment, taking life as it comes at you.
My ears are glowing from the heat. We don't need no stinking fire pit. We just need lots of wood. We got a visitor here. Smokey the owl. That's a pretty big owl, dude.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna move.
Oh, he's taking off. Maybe. Oh, that's pretty cool. I want to move your hoodie.
The rest of the night consisted of the duo relaxing by the warmth of the fire, until all the wood was depleted.
Well, at least I'm getting some good footage of fire.
Then they retired for the night, listening to the sound of the pouring rain, dry but cold.
Goodbye, bud.
All right, it pretty much rains all night after the fire went out. And we're out of here like we never were here. You ready to get the out of here? So we can scratch this off of our bucket list of stupid shit to do. Currently my bike shop is looking like a super fun site, so I'm gonna have to go through and clean up all this stuff. Like, I mean, even the water bottles are filthy, but all the stuff in here needs to come out, get cleaned. All the stuff in here needs to come out and get cleaned. My shoes are pretty much destroyed. I mean, look at my poor one-up pump. Man, it's filthy. We did take the bikes to the car wash to rinse the majority of the crud off of them. They were absolutely terrible. All right, time to clean. We're a little filthy here. Again, we can chalk this off the bucket list of stupid ideas. As I'm cleaning this stuff for the next few days, I'll be going through the bikes, re-lubing cables, whatnot. The bikes actually worked really well. I was shocked at how well they were able to handle the wood and the extra load of the gear, and they held up fantastic. The Jurassic bikes are badass bikepacking bikes. Of course, the rain continues here back home, so I can't hang this out to dry outside, so I just kind of, just made a mess. I'm thinking no more camping when we know it's gonna rain that much, because this is just absurd. Absolutely absurd.
Thank you very much for watching. If you were mildly amused, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Don't worry, we won't tell anyone you did.
Data transfer complete. Holographic imaging deactivated. Shutting down. Goodbye.